Can we do another dance? We get turned up. We get turned up. We get turned up.
Hey, why are we doing it at the same time?
Yeah. We get. I just made that up on the fly because you.
And we did it at the same time.
No, because you so tired of doing the one that I really like. Which one do y'all like? Do y'all like We Get Turned Up?
No, you be having us do that damn dance in public.
No.
We be at everybody ain't getting. We like no, like that's not cute.
Which one do y'all like? Our usual? If you don't know the usual, go back and watch a few more episodes, past episodes, or do y'all like the new We Get Turned Up? Which one do y'all want us to do? Like, I like our usual.
I think we need a new one. If you got a dance for us too, send it in because we need to learn a new dance.
Please,
for my friend, because she love to dance. It'd be the same 1, 2, 3 steps.
After I've already mastered something, I'm a Capricorn, so I thrive in what I'm comfortable
with dancing.
In. Whatever
so you have sex the same way too? Cause
every time, missionary me.
Anyways, we are back, you guys. It's been a very, 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 very long, not that long time.
To them, it doesn't feel so long because we post past episodes that we already recorded. But for us, we haven't been in the studio for so long, and it's been so much going on in our personal lives and in our business lives.
And we got a lot to say.
We do. So I'm going to let you start with what you want to address. I think we're going to call this Address It. You won't smoke, how address it. So that's what we're doing.
Address it. Let me start off by saying, because I got a lot, I can rant, okay? One thing I want to start by saying is I get called aggressive as a woman, businesswoman per se. I get called aggressive. But my issue is, how am I supposed to be soft and dainty and cute and twirly when I gotta check a man or check grown-ups about stuff? Like, how am I supposed to be soft and sweet and dainty about that?
Well, friend, I do think that you run into that problem a lot with the men you choose.
Not even just that, in a business side too. Like, we write checks for grown men, so it's like I can't be sweet, salt, and dainty.
I think that you just have to. You have a therapist?
I did.
Okay, well, I think you need to get back with your therapist because what me and my therapist talked about this week was me being able to separate Sadiddy Des from Destiny and my business life from my family life. Because I am ready to start a family. I am ready to get married. I am ready to have another kid and stuff. And I was running into those same problems, but I think it's because Trishana gets really wrapped up in Trishana Him. Like, Trishana Him is your family dynamic. Trishana is your business dynamic.
But when it's coming time to check people on something that they did or didn't do right, you bring out your Des hat, like your big Des.
And I need to stop doing that in my relationship.
Okay, but in your business life, how do you be soft and dainty in your business life?
I don't be soft and dainty in my business
life.
But
that's what I'm saying. So I just naturally walk around like, okay, that's what you're saying, separation. But it's like, how?
You got to talk to your therapist, bitch. I can only give you so much. I gave you what I could give, bitch.
Listen.
You're trying to squeeze everything out of me. Call the lady.
I'm going to talk to the lady, but like, ma'am, listen, I got to do this. I need you to do this. Da, da, da. I can be like, hey, what about the task I asked you to do the other day? How come we didn't get done?
I don't think it should be like that in your business life. But you cross over Mighty Trish into your personal life, and that's where you start to have a lot of problems.
Really?
Yeah.
I have listened to you on the... You be like... I'm like, you do. You be all like girly.
I'm very submissive in my relationship.
Me too.
Like,
I am. Ask my 2 ex niggas. They didn't want for nothing.
It's not about wanting for something. That doesn't make you submissive.
I was
or not
very submissive. Okay, moving on. I got one more topic real quick.
What you want to address?
So my next thing is, do you feel like men go to a woman that is underneath them or beneath them so that way they can feel superior? I'm gonna give you an example. I have someone that's really, really close to me, and he just got out of a relationship. Now he's in a new one, and that girl that he's now with doesn't look up to par. And when I say this is because my person that I'm talking about is very clean cut, very nice, and this girl looks like she still needs help. And so he said, well, I don't want someone that is superficial, someone that cares about social media and all into their looks and doesn't care about money. But I feel like a lot of men will settle for a woman who looks less than, so that way they are not pressed to step up.
I do feel like that. I do feel like some men want to feel like men, and I always tell you this, like, men want to feel like men, and some men cannot feel like that with a top-notch female. You
but
get what I'm saying?
Do better.
You have to ask them. I really think it has something to do with their inner self-esteem.
Do you run into that though?
I don't run into that.
Really?
I mean, well, I made more money than somebody before, but see, that gave him motivation. It didn't really make him, but he did cheat on me with
Someone
fans.
less.
Yes, he cheated on me with fans, and I just feel like, God dang, like I feel like he cheated on me with fans because they made him feel like
good,
a
yeah.
man, like ooh yes, what the mediocre shit that he was doing at the time, they made it seem like ooh yes, girl, you should have seen the massage parlor he took her to. That shit looked like
because she was probably like, oh, but for you it's like you could have did that in your sleep.
Yeah, I want to be taking the Saint Lucia.
See, and that's the
Cabo.
issue. So it's like, man, I got a question for y'all. Are y'all gonna start stepping up so that way you can get the woman that you actually want? Because y'all stay commenting, oh my gosh, I want somebody like you, and I need qualities like Trishana. And then when I see the girls that y'all get, I was talking to somebody one time. Child, he must have recently posted his girlfriend, and I'm not gonna lie, child. And I'm not to talk about no women's, right? But she was so. I didn't expect it. She was very unexpected. Let's say that. And my feelings was like, wow.
But I have a question for you, friend, because when we were on the phone the other day, something about you that I noticed is you're always bringing up somebody's looks. And remember last time you brought up somebody's looks, and I was like, maybe she just feeds his soul.
Yeah. But I don't know why people don't think they can have both. A woman that looks good and feeds your soul.
Because some of these women that look good don't feed these men's soul.
And some
of these women who feed the soul, they look a little
I just think they think it's too much pressure.
Let us open the floor for the men to answer that question. And ladies, please don't be in the comments on this one. I want to hear directly from the men. Yes. Okay, so the last thing I want to address before we move on is using your Instagram platform.
Okay.
Is it a right or wrong way to use your Instagram platform? Because, see, I'm dealing with things on the back end right now, and I want to bring it to the forefront on my platform because it's my platform, and to be Sadiddy Des is to be the truth teller. It's to tell my truth.
And my friend gonna tell her truth.
And I'm going to tell my truth in a way that I feel like I want to tell it because, hey, this is me, this is my body, this is my mouth, and this is my Instagram. So, I will be coming forth with my truth, and that goes with anything, but you have to give this to me. I let things drag out for a very long time before I bring it to the forefront. Unless that one time that man cheated on me, I brought it the same day.
No, one thing you know how to do is market.
Yeah.
That's one thing you know how to do. So I think you pick and choose what stories you want to bring to the forefront because you know what you're going to make a little coins off of.
Yeah.
I will say, I'm the person, like, don't put anything in the public eye, because I went through a lot of stuff that I didn't publicize.
Yeah.
But I always say, like, me not speaking about it publicly blessed me to be where I am today. So we just got different views on that.
We do have different views on it. But see, this is how I feel. By bringing it to my platform, I can bless other people today and tomorrow.
See, and I understand that.
It's just protecting the people. Like, if I'm here for the people, let me protect them from different situations.
I just be thinking, like, if I say something like this, then people are going to come back and say something like this about me. And I'd be like, you know what?
And if y'all want to say it now. Because when I post on my platform next week, everything that you have to say is not valid to me no more. Say it now. Because when I want to say something, I say it now. I don't wait.
There was something else I did address publicly that we all know, a situation that occurred on Instagram.
Okay.
Of a particular person that you were, I guess, friends with. And I started being cool with her off the strength of you.
Yeah.
And I guess this person had her little army get together and say stuff and get in their close friends. And it's like, why do you got to go so hard about people to stay relevant? I will never understand that. I will never make my relevancy based off of other people, the strength in the backs of Trishana and Des.
And that's how I start feeling about that friendship and wanting to see me win. And I already knew how she was before getting into the friendship. So I learned from my therapist, because with me, I used to be a person where it was all in. And my therapist said, stop being all in with everybody. Like, that's how you get your feelings.
Is you all in with me, friend?
Yes, I'm all in with you.
Oh, okay.
I tell you things, don't I?
Yeah, you do.
Okay, then. So
we'll be all in, guys.
I'm always all in with people, and that's how I tend to get my feelings hurt. But see, this time around, I wasn't. I was very smart. I was very strategic in what I said, places that I went.
You was calling stuff before it even happened, so I already knew it was finna happen. And then that person tried to bring me in, and I like to stay out of stuff.
You do. I love you, friend.
Oh, thank you so much.
But I don't need you to get in my shit. So when you get in my shit, it's like, I didn't tell Trishana to get in my shit.
No, I was fed up at that point. Because it's like, girl, you're not going to keep trying to bully her. Like, you dragging it out.
So I don't call Trishana and be like, get in the comments, help me real quick. No, Trishana get in the comments on her own.
No, I called you first. Like, all right, I'm finna say something.
Yeah, because I can stand on my own. Even when I had to go to my story to tell it, I didn't screenshot DMs of what other people were saying about her.
Right.
I went off of what I felt about her, and I stood on all 10 about that. She had to go screenshot DMs of what other people were saying about me to validate her point. My point was validated, and I read that bitch.
And you didn't say nothing wrong to her. You just said the little 1-2.
Speaking of
talking about wrong or right, and a little controversial,
We moving to church chat?
Yeah.
Okay, let's move to church chat. Let's move to church chat.
It was brought up that Saucy Santana said that the gays are taking over the world in the music industry.
And the beauty industry.
And he got some backlash, so let's see that clip.
Yes.
One time for the LGBT in this. Because I want y'all to know gays run the world. When they got done, they call the gays. When the stylists, they call them gays. When they want face done, they call them gays. When y'all done, they be gay, when y'all...
Okay. So the question at hand is, are gay men taking over the beauty industry? To me, I love gay men.
Me too.
I love gay men. So you heard it here first. I love gay men.
I love gay men.
In the gay world.
And women.
Yeah. In the gay world, but specifically gay men. In the gay world and the gay community, they are very creative. They come up with a lot of hairstyles, a lot of makeup trends that we follow. That comes from gay men. Even contouring like we do. Even highlighting like we do. That comes from gay men. The fashion. That comes from gay men. So I don't feel like they're just now taking over the beauty industry. They've been taking over the beauty industry, but they haven't been getting as much recognition as they should.
Yeah, I agree. I believe that gay men, first of all, like you said, very, 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 very creative.
Very creative.
And not only are they creative, but they also know how to execute.
Yes.
So you can't be mad if you straight and creative, but you just can't execute. That ain't their fault, you know? So I do believe everyone has a right to how they feel. I do not believe that we should be judging people based off of that. And if you feel like somebody's taking your job, whether gay, straight, black, green, purple, orange, you need to step your stuff up.
And you want to know something that I read, and I keep telling you this because this is what I've been living by in this season. It said that you're not where you want to be because you're not as great as you think you are. So
and you told us the other day that we ain't as great as we think
we're not, because we supposed to be how much up right now, and we don't have that because we're not as great as we think we are. So we need to work on ourselves to get greater. So if you letting a gay man pass you up, or a gay woman, or anybody pass you up, it's because you're not as great as you think you are.
So y'all want to sit there and just point the finger. You did this, and I always say, if you focus on somebody else, how your stuff gonna grow? Because you're looking at the wrong thing.
Exactly. So the next question we have is, do you have less respect for stylists, quote unquote, that only do installs or added hair services such as quick weaves, sew-ins, frontals, and they don't take care of your real hair? So would you rather for your stylist to take care of your real hair as well? Because go ahead. I'm going to say what I got.
You know, because, okay, I grew up in a hair salon. So my mom had 2 hair salons, and she had 8 stylists between both of them. And my mom was the person who would take care of your hair. She just wasn't good at styling. She'd give you a carefree curl, a jerry curl, and a curly curl. But she not going to get you them, you know, the shark fins with the razors and coils? That wasn't my mama. She make sure your hair grow. So I used to grow up so mad that my mom wasn't the best stylist, but she'd make your hair grow really, really fast. Now, fast forward, can't nobody make your hair grow, but everybody's good stylist.
Exactly.
So, mama, if you're watching this, I owe you an apology, because growing hair is a lost art. And quite frankly,
say that again, friend.
Growing hair is a lost sport. And I'm tired of it because my hair not growing.
No, and let me tell y'all something. It wasn't until about maybe a month or 2 ago when I woke up with no edges. I'm serious. It wasn't until a month ago when I woke up with no edges that I realized I've been letting these ladies put these frontals on my head with 3 layers of glue, put it down. Like, they don't take care of my real hair. And then when I was going back to them with no edges, they kept putting frontals on top of the bald spots. I had to tell them, like, is it any, all they want to do is throw some hair growth oil on it. That's not taking care of my hair.
It's almost like, you know, when you shove a whole bunch of stuff in a suitcase and you try to hurry up and put your knee on it so it zip up. They just doing a quick fix. Like, they just trying to hurry up, get you
to
and
make
get you
it look good to the
and surface. You know what though, a lot of times we come back to them to take our hair down and redo it, so we don't even realize that we're losing hair because we don't really see it. They just know they'll be back in 2 weeks. I'm not gonna get caught. Child, when I finally stopped doing wigs, they got caught. My hair was gone.
So now that y'all see like more of my forehead and stuff, that's literally because I only wear leave out now. Like, if y'all go back to our first episodes, I only wear frontals. And then when I had the bird's nest, I was trying to, you know, figure out my lane and figure out how to grow my hair back. But that's really crazy. So I do have a question. Do you remember back in the day, you said your mom has a hair salon, right? So do you remember the days where you could just literally walk into the hair salon?
You walk in the hair salon with your 3 kids. They their coloring books in their backpack, and somebody was gonna be with you in a second.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's like, did you book my call? Or did you get the link that I sent you? Did you do your deposit? Respectfully, fuck y'all's deposit.
Fuck y'all. When did they start doing deposits? I really miss, like, but one thing I can say about just walking in though on a Saturday morning, I was gonna be in the hair salon all day.
But you know it was gonna look good. You was gonna feel good.
And your hair will go grow.
It was gonna grow. And they was gonna shampoo you.
Ooh,
and they was gonna part you.
Yes, that was an experience. That's back when service providers actually provided us an experience.
And they worked in hair salons together.
True.
It's like hairstylists are out to get each other. Like, this is my salon suite, this is my salon suite, this is my salon. Like, why y'all can't just work together and y'all put y'all's money together and own a salon together?
True.
Everybody paying $300-$400 a week in different little pods, and it's like, child, y'all could own a really nice salon with upstairs. Go call my friend Jonathan.
True.
He could show y'all how to open one.
Jonathan.
Hi, Jonathan. Congratulations on your opening.
Congratulations again, baby. And moving on to top topics. I know you got some top topics for us, Trish.
Yes. So we're gonna shout out to Blac Chyna.
Shout out to Blac Chyna.
Shout out to Blac Chyna. You know, she really recently lost her case to the Kardashians.
And she won her fight though.
She won her fight, but she lost her case.
Look, if you buck, wide up. If you buck, yeah, we knocking and bucking.
And ready to fight.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. She lost. However,
she lost the fight?
She won the fight but lost the case. It's like, which one do you value, the fight or the case?
The case.
So
let's
she
talk
lost.
about it.
Yes. But what I like about her is that she's able to still bounce back and stay relevant.
Yes.
I mean, my girl's doing boxing matches.
Yes.
She's selling lip glosses.
Yes.
She
sold skin bleach cream before
She
too.
sold skin bleach cream.
She did.
One thing about Blac Chyna, she gonna make sure that she's making a coin. So how do you feel about, like, being all over the place? Do you feel like it's beneficial, or what do you feel like?
No, I think that she rebrands herself during every season where she probably took a loss or something, or maybe something happened in her life in the public eye and it just wasn't in her favor.
Yeah.
One thing that I can admire about Blac Chyna is she knows how to pivot and she knows how to rebrand herself. She knows how to leave, she knows how to stay, and she knows how to monetize off of everything that she's doing. Blac Chyna just sold makeup, skin bleaching creams, then got pregnant by a Kardashian. Like,
oh no, that was major.
That was major.
She landed a talk show. I mean, a TV show.
And her child is the only child with the last name Kardashian
Out of all the other kids.
Out of all the other kids. So
and
her
she got a
child
baby
will
by
carry the
Tiger.
name. Yeah.
Her baby fathers is good choices.
Yes.
If I was gonna choose a baby father.
True. So rebranding and pivoting is very important, and we've done that plenty of times.
But I will say too, maybe if her systems was a little bit stronger, she wouldn't have to keep hustling.
True, because she has been hustling her whole life.
Yeah. So it's like, maybe build up a solid team and let them hustle for you. Chyna, call me. We could talk.
Yeah, Blac Chyna, please call in on our next episode so we can help you out.
We love you, but call in.
It's like a little sister that just be going crazy. And
she older than
you. I know. She ain't even my little sister, but she act like it. So, next, let's talk about the soldiers who are marching right out of Nick Cannon's balls. He has had 13 kids. How many was it for real?
13. It's about 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay, so do you think it's irresponsible of him to do that, or do you think it's okay because of his financial status?
This is no disrespect, so y'all, please do not blow me up. But do you think all the women go get tested first?
No. Because one woman was just on there talking about, yes, babe, like, that's her man.
You going to get tested and show me physical paper. I need to see crisp papers for you to put anything in me, and then you're putting your soldiers.
He's marching them soldiers straight out of the balls onto the earth. Like, every other month he's having a baby shower.
And the girls is proud and they so happy. This is what I want to know. Is he telling them up front, like, okay, baby, listen, I'm doing you and her and her and her and her and her, and you just gonna be happy? Like, because I had to learn, they say in relationships, to stay happy, you got to focus on yourself and your personal experiences. But how is you having all these personal experiences, and are you spending more time with the baby mamas?
It's not just personal experiences. It's kids involved.
But are you spending more time with the baby mamas or with the kids? Because it seemed like he's always with the baby mamas and not with the kids as much.
Mariah Carey, you was the first baby mama, wasn't you? How do you feel about all of these siblings? And that's just where I'm
He's scarred. He's scarred. He still talks about Mariah to this day. Imagine having to fuck 15 women just to feel what you felt with Mariah. To try to get
that I know what it is. I figured out what it is with Nick Cannon. He's trying to chase that same high with the family that he had with Mariah Carey.
Friend, I just said that.
He keeps creating broken homes.
Oh, I didn't say the broken
Yeah, he
homes.
keeps creating broken homes, trying to chase that high of the family that he once had.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Right, call my man's Mr. Cannon, because one conversation with you just might put an end to this.
True.
So just call him, just be like, yo, bro, what's up? Pull up to
Come
the
home.
crib.
But he going to come home with 13 kids behind him. So can he come home?
Don't come here, but call me first.
Next topic, because I'm getting mad for her.
Cannon, and rest in peace to his baby that did pass.
Yeah, rest in peace to his baby that did pass.
Give her another baby too, because.
Rest in peace to his baby that did pass. Next topic, friend.
So next we are going to talk about Monique and her new feud with DL
Miss Parker.
Hughley. Okay, is she the problem? Because she's always getting, and you know, I kind of feel for her because she always getting into it with men. But when you're a woman who feels like you got to defend yourself, then you look like the problem.
I can agree with that. So is it that these men are playing too much, or is she really the problem? Because it's so easy for men to be like, she a problem, she a bitch, she's problematic, she's this, she that. But one thing that I can admire about her is that she always got receipts and she always could pull her papers out. So that brings me to a topic of making sure the ink is dry before you actually do business. Even if you're working with influencers, even if you have just a small agreement, because that's something that I'm dealing with right now. I didn't sign
And you
the
know,
contract.
I deal with that too. I dealt with it.
Exactly. I did not sign a contract. So they're trying to still go off of this contract that I didn't even sign, and trying not to give me my money back unless I sign an NDA, which is not fair. But we'll talk about that on a different
But you know what though? 50 Cent did come in and give Monique a job.
50 Cent?
He did.
That's because he a problem too.
No, it's because I feel like he really a man. Like, you can calm a woman down with your approach. You know,
Yeah.
so if you have a problem with a woman, and this is for DL Hughley, anybody else got a problem with a woman, quit being a grown-ass man arguing with a woman.
True.
Like, that is just so lame to me. Like, let her have it, and then you come back and approach her as a man, because naturally a woman is going to shut the hell up when a man is speaking.
And you taught me that.
You know? And if you're not really a man, I'm going to keep talking. So she barking back, because now y'all just two bitches barking.
True.
So if you don't want to be a bitch barking, shut the hell up and let the woman have it. That goes for any man. And you could tell him I said it.
Well, they're going to hear this, friend.
Well, I
so
said
let's shine some light on more positive things that are going on in the world.
Yes. Okay, so spotlight of the day is Persona Styles, you guys. She is touching lives because the way that she is doing the hair of the people, the way that she's getting the little girls going is just so beautiful. Like, y'all, look at this clip.
Yes.
It's on my shoulder.
That's so beautiful.
Do you like it? Yes.
So cute.
Like it, don't you? Yes.
So I think that's very important to me, and I really do want to shout out to Persona because that was beautiful. And it's very important for us as black women to let these black babies know that they're beautiful, and just to put them in the mirror and tell them like, you're beautiful. You get what I'm saying? Especially because I have a daughter and you have a goddaughter, which is like really your daughter for real. Like, you're really her mom for real. So I always tell Sahara, like, you're beautiful on the inside and the outside.
And
you're smart, you're sweet, all of those affirmations.
And I love that you do that because your daughter, her confidence booms.
And I love that.
When you see your baby, her confidence booms. I love that too. I wasn't like that. And I actually have this similar hair texture as this little girl too. So it's like, and my niece does, like the girls in my family lately, they do.
True.
And I think for the little girl, because as a woman, when my hair is done, I feel beautiful. So to be a little girl and to look at yourself and you just can't stop smiling, that video made me cry. When I seen that instantly, I was like, this got to be on the show. So shout out to you, Persona Styles. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm loving what you're doing. We would love to talk to you further and just really help push your brand out there, because what you're doing, you're really changing the lives of those children and those mamas. So.
Yes. So let's take a shot for Persona, and let's get to my favorite part of the episode, which we're doing very differently today. And I'm ready for you can't take the shot before I say Tequila Truths.
Okay. Sorry.
Get your line. Okay, so today for Tequila Truths, we are accepting call-ins, live call-ins from the audience. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take my shot, and then we can take some live call-ins from the audience. I'm ready.
Let's see. Clank, clank, clank.
We're ready for the first caller.
Hi, girl.
Hello?
Are you asking me, do I have a question?
Yes, we're ready for the first caller.
Okay, I just have a quick question.
Yes, ma'am. Speak up a little bit so we can hear you.
How do you build a community?
How do you build a community? Okay, so that's a very good question. I'm gonna let Trish answer this question because building a community is very, very important because that is where a lot of currency comes from community. But let's talk with Trish about how to build a community.
I think the best way to build a community, honestly, is to first realize what you want people to take away from you, right?
Yeah.
So what do you want people to subscribe to? Or is it almost like a shoe subscription, or we go to a store, you want to feel exclusive. So
Yeah.
what is it that you're going to be providing them? And then how much value can you give them within that subscription? Like
True.
over deliver so that way people are not trying to cancel.
Yes.
Make the price point real low so people are not trying to make it as cheap as a gym membership, because
Yeah.
we all pay for a gym membership. We all belong to some gym that we do not go to. And even if these
That's
people
the
do
truth.
not show up to your community, you still want to make sure you're collecting that coin, because
True.
when the winter time comes and it's off season, you need your bills paid, and that community that you're providing is going to pay those bills.
And to add on to that really quick, my favorite type of communities actually start off free. So the things that you need to do is pin the pain point of the audience, okay? So do you know what your audience is struggling with? That's a question for you. Is she still on?
Yeah, she's still on.
I'm still here.
Okay, so
and
do you know
what
exactly
my-
what your audience is struggling with?
Somewhat.
Okay, that's not good enough for me. So your homework tonight is to actually figure out what is your audience struggling with. That way you can speak directly to your audience and you can say, like, what do I struggle with? No edges. If you lost your edges from frontals, join my community where I show you how to grow back your edges and how to get that confidence back with your
Support.
edges. It's like a support group. And then when they actually get in the group and they're talking and they're supporting, then you say, hey, I got a hair growth oil. So that's how you go from free to monetizing. Does that make sense?
You made sense, friend.
That makes sense? Okay, good. All right, thank you. Can we move to the next? Thank you for calling in. Can we move to the next caller? That was a great question.
I'm tipsy, so let's see.
Miss Palmer, we ready for you.
How do you lovely ladies keep order as, you know, because businesswoman is one, your personal and business life is one. How do you keep order, and what is the good, bad, and the ugly with keeping order?
Keep in order, what does that mean?
What does keeping order mean? Because, baby, we don't keep no order around here. When I tell you when Beyond the Chair first started,
Organized. Staying organized.
it's not
or
organized. It's still not
balance.
organized, child. It's just like we just literally go, like we learn as we go. You literally have to just start. Don't worry about being so quote unquote organized. You know I got a therapist, right?
Yes, we need to bring her on the show.
We do. I can't though because it's not ethical. But I have it there. We can bring a therapist, but not
Okay,
my
'cause we
So
do.
I have a therapist, and what she told me is that so many people struggle because they're trying to find balance. You get what I'm saying? And balance is so perfect that you will never get balance. You will never be fully, quote unquote, organized. What you need to try to find in your life is harmony. So with harmony, we got the
you've
altos.
been going to
Yeah, we got
therapy.
the altos, we got the sopranos, and we got the tenors. But as all of them are singing, it makes a great harmony. Do you get what I'm saying? So don't ever look for balance. Always look for harmony, and those things will start to flow together and they'll harmonize together, and then you'll be right where you want to be.
Child, you didn't
Thank
take us
you
to
so
church.
much.
Ah!
You're welcome. You're beautiful, by the way. I love your skin.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling in.
Oh.
Thank you.
Dad, you took us to church, Fred. I feel like we in a choir.
Okay, period. We got time for one more call in. Let's hear it.
Harmony.
Hello, hi ladies.
Hi.
My question is how to market your business well on different social media platforms.
Okay.
I would say for one, repurpose content, and Des tell me this all the time.
Yeah.
Everything you don't got to create new content for YouTube, new content for Instagram, new content for TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
All of this could be repurposed. So what we really like to do is we like to film with one main camera and then always capture B-roll.
Yeah.
And that B-roll could be turned into a whole nother, 4 videos.
Mm-hmm.
So I think just working smarter and not harder is the main thing I would say about content. And then two, don't overthink it.
And she said marketing. So marketing, Miss Palmer, is nothing but the manipulation of the customer's mind. So when you're looking at different platforms, when I market on different platforms, and you're talking about paid advertisement, right? So like Shade Room, Spiritual World, all of those different blogs.
I don't think a lot of people know what that is.
Okay, perfect. So listen, when you're going to I literally study Spiritual Word. I study Neighborhood Talk. I study how they talk to their audience, because when you go on these different platforms, you want to mesh right in with your marketing. You don't want to stick out like a sore thumb and it's looking like an ad. So I know Neighborhood Talk is very witty and like funny with their headlines. So if I go on there, I'm going to be very witty. I'm going to be very funny. Even if you sell hair growth oil, you could be very witty and you could be very funny. You could say your man left you because you lost all of your edges. When you lost your edges, you lost your man. Follow Miss Palmer to learn how to grow your edges back so you can get your man back. Do you get what I'm saying? But on Spiritual Word and Black Millionaires, it's a little bit more serious. Do you get what I'm saying? So you have to be a little bit more serious. You literally have to study that platform's way that they speak to their audience and then speak to them the same way when you're doing your paid ad placement.
You got to have different tones. Definitely have different tones, because how I would talk on my personal brand is a little different than how I would talk on my brand would be on the chair, because my audiences are different. And then how I would talk with mix-ins is different. So like she said, you really have to just adapt. You have to know your target audience and know how they're speaking and speak to them directly and really just adapt and set that tone.
Did that answer your question?
Yes, that answered my question.
All right, thank you.
So
and
much.
for everybody who we didn't get to on this episode, we will start taking more call-ins because I really do like call-ins. And we will be sure to get y'all on the next episode. So thank y'all so much for waiting in the waiting room. Thank y'all so much for calling in to be on the chair. And I think this is something that we can do on another episode.
Answering business questions tipsy is a whole like new level of sport.
Yeah, because I'm tipsy as fuck. Let's take another shot.
All right.
Tay, can you cut that off, please?
Answering business questions a little tipsy. Right. This has been...
Wait, before we go, I'm just waiting on them to turn that off. With the guests, you get to watch the episodes with us live before they go live. So the link below...
You get to come to the studio with us?
Yes, sometimes.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, not all the time because I be working. So use the link below to become a VIP member, and we will see y'all very soon.
And it's only $6.99 a month.
It's only $6.99 a month. So yes, and I love it. And this has been a great episode.
Bye.
Bye.
Clink, 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 clink.